Hello everyone, this is Joe at Discount Deals USA. This is July 19th, 2025. This is my first video that I'm going to start doing on a daily basis that talks about whatnot and selling on whatnot and how to be successful on whatnot. I'm going to use these reports to basically hold myself accountable and also to share tips and knowledge with those of you looking to get started on whatnot and what's selling and all of the above. If you have any questions about whatnot, be sure to drop them in the comments below. We will answer all of them to the best of our ability. We invite any other sellers that might be lurking out there, that might be watching these videos as they generate, to also contribute and answer questions in a community format. So July 18th, we logged in at 7:55 in the morning Central Standard Time with the show that we had built out with keywords related to the hot selling items like Betsy Johnson, Swarovski, Karen New York, Premier Designs, rings, bracelets, and earrings. These are all items that, according to latest web data, is what people are looking for in the whatnot community, and it's our job as a seller to make sure that we can provide that type of stuff. So I source for that type of product, therefore we have that type of product. We generated 192 orders in a little under 3 hours. Very impressive platform as far as efficiency. eBay standalone websites are nowhere near this scale of volume for orders. It's simply amazing what whatnot can do for one. Everybody that attended the show, there was roughly 50 people. Well, yeah, right there on the screen you can see 50 people actually bookmarked the show. At one point we had over 63 people in the room. We did perform a few giveaways yesterday. We always load 100 giveaways up in every show. We can see that yesterday we only ran 7 giveaways, so that's a little lower than normal. Normally I run 25 or 30, but that means because sales were a lot brisker yesterday. If people are bidding and buying stuff, I am not able to focus on the giveaways as much because I'm distracted. I wish the moderators had a way to run the giveaways, just that, hey, what the moderator sees we don't have a giveaway running, they can reach up there and turn that giveaway on and keep it running. I think that's important. Talk about the subject of giveaways. I've had this debate and conversation with several known sellers on whatnot that I network with on a daily basis in private chat and in coaching consultant roles. They talk about giveaways. They're afraid to do the giveaways because they're not making as much money as they'd like to. They're fearful of the outcome, and I always try to coach people that giveaways is a way to build your community. You're building a business. You're not going to get rich off any one customer or giveaway on one single transaction. Let that sink in for a moment, folks. One single transaction. You might lose money on a sale, so be it, but you just made a customer happy, and a customer that's happy goes on to spend more money with you over the life of your relationship. Community selling is what whatnot is really trying to grow its basis on, so it's best to give people the best value that you can for the money. And if it's a giveaway or even a loss on a sale, so be it, because the profit in the cycle of a customer is over the lifetime of the relationship with that customer. I have customers that I watch on a daily basis that come to my show and they only bid if it's less than $3, and they never bid over $3, and they're sitting there waiting for the scores that catch people not bidding, which rightfully so. I do that a lot as well, but at the same time, these same people, I do catch them at times where they're in the shows and they're bidding with me, and they see some merchandise that they truly like and they pay a premium price. So you look back to the topic of cycle of the lifetime customer, that is where you make your profit at. So if your good management is watching over the life cycle of that customer, and you should be able to know if you have a profitable relationship. And if you're not having a profitable relationship, then it's on you as a seller to make sure you get the right product in there so that relationship can turn profitable. That's my thoughts on the giveaways. I encourage everyone, bottom line, regardless of my rambling, keep your giveaways running. If you're trying to build a community and build a business, you need followers on whatnot, even if you have to take 25 days of losses, just for an example. Do it, because at the end of the day, the bigger your community is, the bigger your sales platform is, and that's what the ideal operation here is. So at the end of the day, if you want to scale and have good volume of revenue, you have to put an investment into your business. It's like any other business in America. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You got to make an investment, whether it's in advertising or branding, or if you have a walk-in business, you got retail space, you got rent, you got taxes, you got all of that. It's the same thing with these internet businesses, guys. There's a lot of expenses involved in building a successful business, and it's not for the weak-hearted. I would say 85% of people will fail in attempting to do so because they don't have the tenacity to understand that it may take you 15 months or even 2 years to see a good building of a brand to get to the level that you're desiring to reach on here. But that's what it is. Business is business. There's days that I scale up on here so quick and have phenomenal numbers, and there's days that it's like, wow, what just happened? But you got to look at these things and say, you're in business for 12 months. You're looking at your revenue over 12 months versus 1 day or 1 week. So that's my subject on that, and review on the subject of selling on Whatnot. Today is July 19th. This is just a short informational video to kind of say, hey, get some content up on YouTube and on Facebook, share my thoughts and processes with people, hold some accountability. What's happening on Whatnot? What am I seeing? We're seeing a lot of beads. We're seeing a lot of rings sell. We're seeing a lot of necklaces sell. We get a lot of people that are starting to buy early for Christmas right now. We're noticing a lot of people stocking up on earrings, bracelets, rings, finished product that they could put underneath the Christmas tree. A lot of vintage does sell. Clothing is doing very well on this platform. Games come to mind. Video games is also doing very good. It's just a wild, wild west out here. I don't know how Whatnot does it, but they definitely have the traffic and the customers. I think it's going to be a busy Christmas season. If you're looking for a sideline hustle or even a mainstream business to build that you can definitely scale with by putting the elbow grease in, jump in the water. Any questions, comments, drop them in the chat. Love to hear your thoughts as we start doing this on a daily basis. This has been Joe at Discount Deals USA. Thanks for your time and good luck today, and God bless each of you.